time is now 7 o'clock and I call this meeting to order. Good evening. Today is Tuesday, February 21st, 2012. We do have a quorum. Item number 2, Pledge of Allegiance to the U.S. and Texas flags. This evening we do have 2 students from Judge Oscar de la Fuente Elementary who will be assisting us with that. I'd like to welcome Elizabeth Sauceda. Elizabeth Sauceda is the daughter of Sam and Laura Sauceda. She is a 10-year-old 5th grade student at Judge Oscar de la Fuente Elementary. Her favorite subject is science, and she enjoys to spend her spare time reading and is currently reading The Hobbit. She did place second in last year's UIL competition in spelling. If I can also have Daniel Dial Jr., please stand. Daniel W. Dial Jr. is a son of Daniel Dial and Rosa Hernandez. He is also a 10-year-old 5th grade student at Judge Oscar de la Fuente Elementary. His favorite subject is science. He enjoys playing baseball and is currently playing for his team, the Sluggers. He has enjoyed playing since he was 2 years old, and with experience, his team has placed first multiple times. If I can please have Elizabeth and Daniel's parents please stand and be recognized. At this time, I'd also like to ask for everyone to please stand and join us in the pledge and invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Please remain standing for the invocation.
Lord Jesus, you understand the difficulties we all face and the pressure we are all under. I ask that you guide each and every board member as they conduct this meeting so that he or she can do their best. Open up their minds, clear their thoughts, and grant them perfect concentration so they may use their knowledge and wisdom gained to continue operating and building up our school district to excellence for the good of all students, staff, and employees. Amen.
Amen. You may be seated. Thank you to the parents for allowing these fine students to come and assist us during tonight's meeting. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. And I'd also like to thank the principal for Judge Oscar de la Fuente. Thank you for allowing these students to join you this evening as well. At this time, we're moving on to item number 4, roll call. Please respond with present. Mr. Hector Gilial, Vice President. Present. Ms. June Aguilera, Secretary.
Present.
Mr. Oscar de la Fuente, Jr. Mr. Julian Huerta.
Present.
Mr. Oscar Medrano.
Present.
Mr. Bob Tumberlinson.
Present.
Mr. Antonio Gilimon.
Present.
And Mr. Gus Acevedo. Thank you. Moving on to item number 5. Recommend approving the agenda of the regular board meeting of February 21st, 2012 with any corrections or deletions. Okay, motion made by Mr. Leal.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Medrano. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Now we move on to item number 6, special recognitions.
Ms. Longoria, at this time we'll begin our special recognitions. Thank you.
We have several schools coming before the board this evening. The first group that we will be recognizing this evening are Special Student Services, and these are students that competed in the Special Olympics bowling team. These were the state winter game medal winners, and they are as follows. Angelica Anguiano, a junior at San Benito High School. Angelica earned a gold medal. The next student on the list, Rafael Constante, 5th place winner. He is a junior at San Benito High School. Juan Delgado earned 4th. a senior at San Benito High School. Mario Garcia, senior at San Benito High School, placed 5th. Miguel Gonzalez placed 4th, a sophomore at San Benito High School. And we have Board Secretary June Aguilera doing the honors this evening. Omar Guajardo, silver medal winner, junior San Benito High School. Junior at San Benito High School, Josue Hernandez, 4th place winner. Silver medal winner, Alexandria Hernandez, sophomore at San Benito High School. We have a student from San Benito High School, Cassandra Jimenez, gold medal winner. Michael Leon, silver medal winner, junior, San Benito High School. Amanda Lopez, silver medal winner, 8th grader at Miller Jordan Middle School. Doing the honors next is Mr. Julian Huerta. Our next honoree is Maria Guadalupe Martinez, 6th place winner, senior at San Benito High School. Another senior from San Benito High School, Adriana Ramirez, 7th place winner. An 8th grader from Miller Jordan Middle School, and it is San Juanita Rivera, gold medal winner. We have a few more students that we're honoring this evening. Next on the list, gold medal winner. Help me welcome 7th grader from Riverside Middle School, Amanda Sierra. 6th grader from Berta Cavazza Middle School, Frank Torres, 6th place winner. Greg Vargas, 5th place winner, 8th grader at Berta Cavazza Middle School. Blanca Zavala, junior at San Benito High School, bronze medal winner. And before I mention where these students went to compete, I do want to acknowledge Special Olympics Coordinator Rick Tamez, the coaches Ruben Reza, David. We have Davis Ezel, Sandra Medina, Cindy Garrett, Cindy Puente, Monica Ibarra, Connie Johnson, Mercedes Garza, Gabriel Gonzalez, Edward Reza, and we also have Special Education Director Teresa Cantu, who is in the audience. These students, these are members of the San Benito Special Olympic Bowling Team. They participated in the Winter State Games held February 9th through 11th in Austin, Texas. And these student athletes participated and earned awards at the state event. So congratulations to the students, the coaches, and the parents, and everyone involved in helping make this success for our district and bringing recognition to our district and our community. And we'd like to acknowledge the parents of these fine students, if they're in the audience, if they can stand and be recognized at this time. And our office will be doing a team photo a little bit. Congratulations, winners.
We can't thank the parents enough for allowing these students to participate. Thank you, coaches, also for making this possible. I know that it takes a lot of hard work to make this accomplishment real. So again, thank you to the parents and thank you to the coaches and students. We're very, very proud of you.
We have a next group of athletes on the list, San Benito High School, and these are members of the volleyball team. They placed second in district and named by district champions and area finalists. And we have our school board president, Ileana G. Rodriguez, doing the honors for us this evening. The first volleyball player on the list is Ivan Ibarra. Esmeralda Sosa. Cristina Rodriguez. CJ Banuelos. Adriana Flores. Giselle Tamayo. Cassandra M. Sanchez. Roxy Rivas. Vanessa Flores. And Cassandra R. Sanchez. I would also like to recognize the head coach, Ruby Medina, and assistant coach, Leticia Pope. San Benito High School principal is also in the audience, Ms. Delia Weaver, and also like to acknowledge Director of Athletics, Spencer Gant. These are the area finalists and winners. Second in district by district champions and area finalists. The area finalists took place in Alice, Texas, November 5th against Laredo Alexander. Congratulations, everybody. Great job. And we would like to recognize the parents. So parents, if you're in the audience, please stand and be recognized at this time. Congratulations.
Congratulations, girls. Job well done. And again, also thank you to the parents who also got the girls to practice on time. Each and every day there was practice being held, so thank you. And coaches, also thank you to you.
Another group from San Benito High School. We have one student, a member of the cross-country team. I'll let Mr. Bob Tumberlinson make his way. We have a junior from San Benito High School. Her name is Brenda Lopez, and she is here with her coach, Danny De La Rosa. And this young lady competed November 5th. She placed 6th and advanced to the state meet, which was held November 12th. Congratulations, Ms. Brenda Lopez and Coach De La Rosa. And if we have our parents in the audience, if they can stand and be recognized at this time. Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach De La Rosa, and congratulations to our track runner, cross-country runner also.
Also from San Benito High School, we have another group earning recognition this evening, and these are Speechless in the Rio Grande Valley magazine. These are students that submitted works, whether it be art or writings. They were featured in this publication, and they are all students from San Benito High School. We start off with Alexandra R. Arredondo. Angel Ariola. Cynthia Gutierrez. Adam Harris. Nashville Huerta. Tommy Johnson. Alex Mata. Bianca Mena. Felix Mendoza. Yasmin Peña. Their art teacher is Jaime Garcia, and another art teacher is Maria Janet Evans. And their artwork was published, and of course their writings as well, in the magazine, issue number 3, January 20, 2012. So it was just recently that their artwork and their writings got published. We also want to acknowledge 2 other students that are also under the leadership of Ms. Janet Evans. So, but for now, we'll go ahead and congratulate these students that are published authors and essayists and artists. Very, very talented. Parents, if you're in the audience, please stand and be recognized at this time. Congratulations. Thank you. And we can ask Ms. Evans to stay behind so that she can join her other 2 students. Okay. We have Mr. Oscar Medrano doing the honors for this next group, also from San Benito High School. These are the Valley Environmental Summit Art Contest winners for the Rio Grande Valley. And we have 2 students on the list, Rafael Dueñez and Severo Villagomez. These students competed in the art contest, Valley Environmental Summit 2011, Texas House of Representatives. Rafael Dueñez, 2nd place, and Severo Villagomez, 3rd place. So congratulations to these fine students, and also to the art teacher, Ms. Janet Evans. And we'd like to recognize the parents, if they're in the audience, if they can stand and be recognized at this time. For this next award and special recognition, I'm going to turn it over to Dolores Ramirez. Dolores Ramirez is one of our teachers in San Benito CISD. She's the Texas Classroom Teachers Association State President. Also want to introduce TCTA Local President Albert Mosqueda, who is in the audience, along with some fellow TCTA members. So they will be doing the honors for this next recognition. Welcome, everybody from TCTA.
Thank you, Ms. Longoria. Good evening, esteemed board members, Mr. Limon, Ms. Sanchez, Ms. McCall, school district employees, and patrons. My name is Dolores Ramirez. As state president of the Texas Classroom Teachers Association, the largest teacher-only organization, it gives me great pleasure to recognize the achievement of one of our own school board trustees. Mr. Oscar Medrano was honored at our awards dinner held in conjunction with our 57th annual convention in Houston, Texas on February 9th. Mr. Medrano was nominated by our local CTA. When forwarded to the selection committee, the nomination forms did not include names, schools, locations, or other identifiers. These items were marked through and could not be read by the judges. Having been responsible for this project last year, I can guarantee that no one can identify whose nomination form they are looking at. This eliminates any potential bias or appearance of bias, and it lets award winners know that they were selected entirely on merit. Mr. Medrano exemplifies all that is good in a public servant, always thinking of the greater good, not how his friends, or family will benefit from a decision. As a former band parent, I personally witnessed Mr. Medrano's dedication to our children. He not only supports our local football team through his participation in the quarterback club, he's also involved with the band, finding time to attend pre-pigskin competitions and the like. He's also a dedicated resident of San Benito, chairing the Resaca Fest celebration for several years and making it a wonderful event for our fair city. His accomplishments are numerous, and I've just listed a few. At the conclusion of the awards dinner, I witnessed a school board trustee from a small rural community in West Texas approach Mr. Medrano and thank him for his dedication. He told Mr. Medrano to keep on fighting for our children and teachers. You see, throughout the state of Texas, school districts are feeling the impact of these tough economic times. But Texas teachers are legendary for facing adversary, and with the support of our school board trustees, we will prevail. To quote Robert Louis Stevenson, "Judge each day not by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant." The seeds you have planted, gentlemen, are those of high standards. Twice, a San Benito school board trustee has been honored as our TCTA School Board Trustee of the Year. Mr. Bob Tumberlinson was recognized as the 2006-2007 School Board Trustee of the Year, and now Mr. Medrano has received this honor. We are indeed fortunate, and on behalf of all TCTA members, I once again express our gratitude to you for all you do for our students and our teachers. Thank you.
That concludes with item number 6. Moving on to item number 7. At this time, we'd like to break for reception in recognition of all those that were mentioned prior for all their accomplishments this evening. We will return in 10 minutes. The time is now 7:35, and I call this meeting back to session. We're going to go ahead and go into item number 8, Superintendent's Report.
Thank you, Madam President. This time, I will inform the board of the overnight trips that have been scheduled. We have San Benito High School Veterans Memorial Academy, the AV Production Skills USA District and State Officers Training, February the 19th through the 20th in Austin, Texas. Have San Benito High School Business Professionals of America, the BPA State Conference, February the 29th through March the 4th in Dallas. We have San Benito High School, the DECA Marketing Club, the state marketing competition being held on March the 1st through the 3rd in Corpus Christi. The San Benito High School varsity softball team, the varsity softball tournament March the 1st through the 3rd also in Corpus Christi. We have San Benito High School Bells, the MA Dance Regional Competition March the 3rd through the 4th in Corpus Christi as well. San Benito High School Veterans Memorial Academy Migrant Students College Field Trip to St. Edward's University, the College Assistance Migrant Program, or CAMP, at the University of Texas, the Migrant Graduation Enhancement Program, April the 13th through the 15th in Austin. We have the board member training hours report as required by Texas Education Agency. Our board president will read those hours.
Thank you, Mr. Limon. As stated, I do have the report on the San Benito CISD Board of Trustees credit hours from January 1st, 1998 through December 31st, 2011. We'll begin with Ms. June Aguilera, 27.25. Oscar de la Fuente Jr., 125.50. Julian Huerta, 30. Hector G. Leal, 206. Oscar Medrano, 212.75. Robert Tumberlinson, 219. And Ileana G. Rodriguez, 49.75. And that concludes with the report on the credit hours.
Thank you, Madam President. We also have disbursements and disbursements by organization. That concludes the superintendent's report. Would answer any questions anyone may have or any of these items.
Being that there are no questions, we'll move on to item number 9, school construction report. Mr. Ramon.
Good evening. The projects that we are currently working on is Frank Roberts Elementary and Landrum Elementary. It is one project with one contract for both of those sites. At Frank Roberts, approximately 95% of the brick has been completed. Approximately 95% of the block has been completed. Approximately 85% of the roof has been completed. Plumbing and electrical work is continuing. Windows, seals, problems have been resolved. We still don't have the windows in that building because the subcontractor had not submitted the necessary information to prove that the glass is windstorm certified. At Landrum, block has been completed, the brick has been completed, approximately 50% of the roof has been completed. Plumbing and electrical work is continuing. That project was supposed to have been completed December the 24th. The contractor had 160 days. We have added 38 more days to their contract, and they should have finished today. However, as of today, that building is only 70% completed. And I will take probably until April or May before they'll finish that project. Are there any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Ramon. Moving on to item number 10, public comment. The undersigned wishes to address the San Benito CISD Board of Trustees and by his or her signature shows unto the board that he or she understands the following provisions to addressing the board. The person wishing to address the Board of Trustees shall register with the presiding officer or designee no later than 5 minutes before the announced time of the school board meeting, shall state their full name, shall state what organization or group, if any, is being represented, shall state the topic they wish to address before the school board, shall refrain from commenting directly on any individual school district employee or public official by name, but may instead refer to a specific employment area, job title, or the Board of Trustees as a whole, and shall refrain from attacks on individuals. The person wishing to address the Board of Trustees should do so in accordance with the following San Benito CISD Board Policy BED guidelines. The speaker will be allowed only 5 minutes to give his or her presentation. Delegations of more than 5 persons shall appoint 1 person to present their views before the Board of Trustees. Presentations shall be informative and shall pertain to school-related issues. Any attack on an individual shall be considered disruption of the meeting. The Board of Trustees shall not deliberate or decide regarding any subject that is not included on the agenda posted with the notice of the meeting. This evening, we do have a couple of individuals that would like to address the board. If I can please have Deborah Castillo and John Hand please approach.
Good evening, Madam President, school board members, and Superintendent Limon. I am Debbie Castillo, TSTA Vice President of San Benito Local. With me I have Mr. John Hand, TSTA President, and these two young ladies are my daughters, Juliana and Isabella. TSTA is demanding that Governor Rick Perry call a special legislative session to
stop the
education
layoffs.
We need our teachers, teacher aides, bus drivers, custodians, and many more people who care for us each day.
Because a Texas legislator cut $5.4 billion from what was needed to maintain the current level of education funding, almost 50,000 education jobs, teachers, teacher aides, bus drivers, custodians, and many more of the people who care for our children every day could be lost due to state budget cuts. Another 68,000 private sector jobs could be lost due to education cuts.
Stop crowding our classrooms.
The more students in my classroom, the less quality of education I receive.
Teacher layoffs and budget cuts force more children into fewer classrooms. 282 local school districts have requested class size waivers for 1,643 campuses and 8,186 K-4 classrooms, a 61% increase over the previous school year. Many grade 5 through 12 classrooms are bulging at the seams.
Start teaching to the test.
I am more than just a test score.
The state is spending more tax dollars to start another new standardized test that takes up teachers' time that they need to teach, and the state has cut the resources that teachers need in order to help our students to learn and to succeed.
Stop cuts with no new taxes.
Why raise taxes when there is billions of dollars sitting in the state of Texas rainy day fund?
The state is hoarding billions of dollars that could be used to stop the cuts without new taxes. About $2.5 billion will restore the state budget cuts local school districts will have to absorb in the 2012-2013 school year, while the state rainy day fund keeps growing. Billions of state dollars are sitting idle in the bank. At least $7.3 billion will be left in the rainy day fund at the end of this budget cycle, and a respected legislator and an economist suggests that the revenue from rising oil prices could swell the rainy day fund to over $11 billion.
This is the state of Texas rainy day fund. The money in this fund belongs to the Texas children and their education.
Governor Rick Perry, please give us our money back.
TSTA is demanding that Governor Rick Perry call a special legislative session to stop the cuts to our public schools and the children they serve and restore the funds so our children may receive a quality education and become lifelong learners. I would like to thank Superintendent Limon for allowing TSTA to circulate petitions within the school district. In conclusion, I would like to invite each of the school board members, Superintendent Limon, and all others who are present over the age of 18 to sign the petitions asking for Governor Perry to call a special session to stop the cuts to education after the meeting. Thank you.
And I would like to respectfully submit to the board a sample resolution that the board in future meetings may be willing to pass. It's a resolution to support the move to get a special session of the legislature. I have a sample resolution I'd just like to pass out to you and respectfully request that you may consider it at your next board meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President.
The next person who wishes to address the board, Mr. Manuel Medrano.
Good evening to everybody here tonight. I'm here to congratulate my brother Oscar Medrano on this award that he received. Oscar, again, congratulations. We love you, and this represents the whole school district, this award, and I wanted to congratulate all of you, and especially Oscar Medrano on this award. As a brother, I know he has faced a lot of challenges. Oscar had faced well on the board, but we thank the Lord for giving him the strength to continue doing what he loves. And we are very proud of you. We heard the teachers, what he's done for the community, and I know he will continue doing it with all his heart, and we will always be praying for you, Oscar, to not only you, but the whole board to continue what you all been doing. It has shown, with all these presentations of how the school has been marching forward. Our girls, they're ranked 6th in the state. Everywhere you see San Benito, there's success. And congratulate again to all of you. Again, and we understand that when you are in a position like that, you're gonna be sometimes criticized. That comes with being part of a board member. But Oscar, I commend you for continuing with all the time, being there all the time. Always happy, always, smiling, and that reflects what kind of person you are. Today here, we have somebody we love a lot to receive this, to be a witness of what Oscar has accomplished. My mom and my sister, probably they won't be with us for a long time, but today was a special moment for the Medrano family. You see me a little nervous is because this is a little bit different. I have talked on pep rallies at the Greyhound games. I talk on our station that covers many, I'm a DJ, but trust me, being here tonight is something different. And Oscar, because of you and all the board members. Again, I don't agree with the ugly comments sometimes, but it's part of it. We understand. Sometimes you would face enemies, everywhere. But you gotta bless. You gotta bless them too. Bless the people that don't like you. Bless the people that love you. You gotta bless everybody. And one day they will also come here and congratulate you just like everybody else did. Again, congratulations, Oscar. I want to bless all of you here today, all the school employees, teachers, Mr. Limona, superintendent, president, all of you, and all the parents. And again, God bless the San Benito School District, and congratulations, Oscar. We love you.
We also have Mr. Jesus Aguilera.
I wasn't going to come here tonight, but I got some calls, so I decided to come. Respectfully to Manny, I will not rain on your parade. That will be left for another day. But the concerns that I had was, or the calls were, there's a BC teacher that's probably going to be discussed here tonight. And, I know there's a lot of talk out there. People have been talking different things that happens. This BC teacher, I can probably tell you, she's guilty. She's guilty. But was she wrong? Probably not. Gentleman here and I had a little problem 28 years ago. Was I wrong? Yes, I was. Was I expelled? Nope. He gave me the opportunity to withdraw and go to Harlingen and graduate in Harlingen. Was I angry? I was angry for many years. You know, but was he wrong? No. I was the one that was wrong. And sometimes you guys need to just come together. You need to come together, you know? Because if you don't, we're never going to get somewhere. We can't have one without the other. We need the students with the teachers. And you know what? On that BC teacher that I'm talking about, this is also the things that I hear. She's a hell of a teacher. She's good to the students. You know, again, we just concentrate on the bad things. We just, you know, but there's a lot of people that like that BC teacher. Now, is she strict? Yes, she is. You know, and I'm not saying that, you know, it's wrong or right. I just say that you guys need to sit down and get it together and fix it. Fix it. You know, because, you know, she's not a bad teacher. You know, those are the kind of teachers I try to avoid when I was in school, and now I wish I hadn't. But, ni modo, that's the way it goes. You know, so all I'm saying is, when you guys get back there, sit down, talk about it, and come out of your high horses, both of you, and settle down and get it together and get it right. The other thing I got, I'm going to talk about Oscar de la Fuente. You know, Oscar, there's a lot of rumors out there, man.
Mr. Aguilera, just refrain from using the names, please.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing for Oscar. It's a good thing, sir. It's a good thing, all right? All I'm going to say is, sir, all I'm going to say, thank you for taking care of our students. This year, in October, whenever it was, or when you took care of that one special student, you know, she was able to participate, and because of you and Mr. Tumberlison, you got that little girl to let her back into the team. And because of you both, she was able to participate until we got everything taken care of. You know, so in my heart, you're number one. You too, sir. I appreciate taking the time and taking care of that one student. You know, so, you know, and unfortunately, I still think we're paying him too much money. Thank you.
We also have one more audience member who would like to approach and address the board, Mr. Rudy Medrano. Okay, I'm being told he is no longer in the audience. With that said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next item, item number 11, action agenda. In order to promote efficient meetings, the board may act upon more than one item by a single vote through the use of consent agenda. Consent items placed on the agenda shall be marked with an asterisk. Consent items are items for which no board discussion is anticipated and for which the superintendent recommends approval. Prior to the time which approval consent agenda is had, at the request of any member of the Board of Trustees, any item on the consent agenda shall be removed and given individual consideration. Under Business and Finance, item 1202A-1, request for approval of refunding of Series 2004 bonds. Consent. Item 1202A-2, request for approval of purchase of the cafeteria furniture, decor, and the new Frank Roberts Elementary School cafeteria. Consent. Item 1202A-3, request for approval of 2011-2012 budget amendments. Consent. Item 1202A-4, request for approval of budget transfers. Consent. Item 1202A-5, request for approval of the May 12, 2012 order of elections for the purpose of electing to the Board of Trustees of the San Benito CISD members to fill Place 1, Place 2, and Place 3. Consent. Item 1202A-6, approval of election administrator for the May 12, 2012 trustee election. Consent. Item 1202A-7, request for approval of early voting clerk for the May 12, 2012 trustee election. Consent. Item 1202A-8, request for approval of deputy early voting clerks for the May 12, 2012 trustee election. Consent. Item 1202A-9, request for approval of the appointment of presiding judges, alternate judges, and other election workers for the May 12, 2012 trustee election. Consent. Item 1202A-10, request for approval of compensation for services at polling places and extra compensation for delivering election records and supplies for the May 12, 2012 trustee elections. Consent. Under administration, item 1202A-11, request for approval of board minutes. Consent. I'd like to ask for a motion to approve items 1202A-1, 1202A-2, 1202A-3, 1202A-4, 1202A-5, 1202A-6, 1202A-7, 1202A-8, 1202A-9, and 1202A-10, along with 1202A-11.
So moved.
Motion made by Mr. Medrano, seconded by Mr. Tumberlinson. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to item number 12. Closed meeting, discussion under the authority of the Texas Government Code 551.071 for the purpose of a private consultation with board's attorney on any or all subjects or matters authorized by law. A, pending litigations. 551.074 for the purpose of the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, to hear complaints or charges against a public officer or employee. A, report on personnel. B, superintendent's summative evaluation and possible action on superintendent's contract. C, level 3 grievance, Mary F. Gonzalez. The time is now 7:59 and we are entering closed session. The time is now 10:36 and we are returning from closed session. Item number 13, consider action on items discussed in closed meeting 551.071 for the purpose of a private consultation with board's attorney on any or all subjects or matters authorized by law. A, pending litigations. 551.074 for the purpose of the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, to hear complaints or charges against a public officer or employee. A, superintendent's summative evaluation and possible action on superintendent's contract. B, level 3 grievance, Mary F. Gonzalez.
At this time, Madam President, I'd like to move that we extend Mr. Limon's contract for 1 year to end in 2014.
I'll second.
At the same time, you're going to approve the summative evaluation.
And I'll go ahead and move that we approve the summative evaluation with the concerns that were discussed in executive session.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. De La Fuente, seconded by Mr. Medrano, regarding superintendent's summative evaluation and possible action on superintendent's contract. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
On item B, Level 3 grievance, Mary F. Gonzalez, the board opts to take no action. The time is now 10:38 and we are adjourned.